If I lost everything, my website, my social media, my ad accounts, but could keep just one channel in the entire digital marketing or marketing, I'll always choose email marketing. And the sad reality is in the marketing community, I know a lot of people who are currently in the marketing or digital marketing from last 5 to 10 years, but they don't know anything about email marketing. And that is one of the shocking facts I've discovered, and that is why I've decided to show everything which you need to know about email marketing from the foundation level till the advanced level. Everything I'm going to show you in the 3 part. In the first part, I'm going to show you all about foundations and strategy, building your email empire, the revenue foundations, base metrics and key performance indicators which you need to track, deliverability infrastructure, or you can say your technical foundation, and at the end I'll show you how to create lead magnet within email marketing. So grab your notebook and pen, and if you don't have time, save this video for later because this video will be life changing for you if you watch this video till the end. And by the way, if you're new to this channel, my name is Vikrant Yadav. I'm into digital marketing from last 6 years. I moved to the UK as a digital marketer. So if you're serious about digital marketing or marketing, consider subscribing and become part of our small family. But for now, let me start sharing my screen and let's understand all about email marketing which you need to know. So we'll start with foundation and strategy. You'll see what it's all about, building your own email empire. After that, we'll be touching base on optimization and automation. So if you just understand the basics of email marketing, it is not useful. You're not able to do anything. You need to understand how to optimize and automate your entire email marketing because that is where the entire game begins. And after that, we'll be seeing conversion and revenue, understanding how you'll able to monetize your entire email marketing campaign, and then actionable frameworks and key metrics which you need to take care of after you start your email marketing journey. So first, let's understand what it is all about, why we say that you need to build your entire email marketing empire. So if you see in terms of ROI, email marketing is the highest ROI channel. If you compare all other email marketing platform or channel, you'll be seeing that if you spend, let's say, £1 or $1, I'll take £1 and $1 as an example, you will be seeing email marketing will give you higher ROI. So if you see, I've just given the example of £1 or $1. The ROI per dollar spent across all the email marketing channels. So if you see, the email marketing is the highest ROI in terms of your spend. So even SEO will not give you that return. Internet ad, or you can say Google ads, both keyword ad and internet ads both are same. And if I'll take social media campaign here, it will be the same case. Then that is why it is very important for you to learn email marketing and master email marketing, because email marketing is the only platform where you are going to get consistent return once you understand how to build it correctly. Now, in terms of platform selections and infrastructure, which is very important, uh, based on like my experience, what I've seen everywhere is you will be asked to understand HubSpot and Salesforce integration. That is very important. Uh, but if you're just starting, what I'll recommend is if you have under 10K subscriber, and even let's say if you have around 500, 100 subscriber, you should start with MailChimp, MailerLite and ConvertKit. These are the platform which is for beginner, and you'll able to learn a lot in terms of the entire interface. If you just learn MailerChimp or let's say MailerLite, you will see that every platform, every email marketing platform are quite same. Now, I personally use MailChimp, MailerLite, ConvertKit, and I'm also using a platform called Zoho Email, a great platform by the way, Zoho Campaign. Uh, and I've seen great result in terms of my open rate and other aspect as well. But if you are, let's say, targeting and if you are working with any company, you should be mastering Active Campaign, again one more platform, HubSpot and Salesforce Marketing Cloud. Now, if you're just starting and if you want to practice, you can go and try HubSpot email marketing. It's a free tool which is available. But ultimately, any tool you try, it is more about your deliverability. If your email is not able to deliver, if your deliverability is very less, then it will not make any sense for you to try this platform. So to understand and make sure your deliverability is good, you need to make sure that your sender reputation score is at least above 90, right? So I've written anything below 90 needs immediate attention, but typically it should above 90. Now you should be maintaining above 95, but if you're just starting, it makes sense to have at least the 90 as a standard to keep the score of your sender reputation. Very important. And this is where all other free email marketing platform fails. Uh, if you're trying other tools, let's say any other channel, just because they are providing free services, but their sender reputation score is very low, then it will not make any sense. You will waste your money and time both on that platform. After that, you need to learn and make sure that your SPF, DKIM, and DMARC is set up properly. So you need to set up this is like one of the important checklists which you need to follow. First is sender reputation score, authenticating the basics, and then your IP reputations. So you need to use dedicated IP for the volumes of around 50,000 emails per month. Some provider I know that they provide around 1,000 emails, but typically if you go with any email marketing campaign or platform, you'll be seeing that they have a dedicated IP for certain volumes. And then bounce rate management, which is very important. So you need to make sure that you are keeping at least 2% as a hard bounce your score. Now, what is bounce rate is quite simple. If someone is unsubscribing, or let's say if the email is wrong, the email is not delivering on that email box, in that case, you will call that particular thing as bounce. So you need to understand this very important part. The current email marketing provider, as of now, since Gmail take lot of market share, in that case, you need to make sure that you are making Gmail as your first priority. So if you see in terms of market share, Gmail roughly take 53% of market share. So you need to comply with Gmail a lot, the Google platform. And after that, we have Yahoo, Hotmail, again Microsoft owned, and then OL is doesn't make any sense now. You can focus on Apple. So if I would be you, if I'm just starting out, I'll focus a lot on Gmail. I'll make sure that all of my email is optimized as per Gmail and Microsoft. And the deliverability is good. So I'll be making sure that the bounce rate is good when it comes to your email, especially on Gmail and Apple email, and then after Microsoft. So typically three main platform, three main email provider. You'll see everyone uses Gmail, Microsoft email, and then Apple. That is your iCloud. So mainly these three platform which you need to take care of when you are just starting and doing your technical checklist. Now, here are the list of strategies which you need to follow, the list building strategy. So, you'll be dividing the entire list building checklist into three parts. Now, how you're going to get the list? It's quite simple. For B2B, you'll be including industry reports, templates, calculators, and webinars, right? So you can use any of this technique to get your email, get the lead, right? You can create any lead magnet using these three things or couple of things. If you don't know how to create calculators, webinars, template, just follow couple of very important B2B companies. So just to showcase you, I'll open HubSpot. So when you open HubSpot website, you'll be seeing that they give lot of demo and all. If you click on get a demo, you'll have to give your email and mobile number so that they can reach out to you. And I also show you they have created lot of lead magnets. So if you just scroll down and click on see ROI report, you'll again give your email and mobile number. And even if you download the report, you'll give your important information. So that is list building technique for this company, the B2B company. And for B2C, you can do things like discount codes, you can provide exclusive content, you can give early access, or you can create certain content marketing just to get your lead. Now, the integration points will be your website, landing pages, and social media. I won't take events as of now because for events, you'll be using other platform, not just email marketing as a tool. Now, compliance, which you need to make sure is on the point. You need to double opt-in confirmation. That means even before people are putting their information, you need to make sure that those information is correct. So let's say if they are putting mobile number, you can ask for one-time password. If they are putting email ID, you can ask them to verify just to make sure they are not putting the wrong information. And then easy unsubscribe option, and then data processing transparency. So you need to let them know that where you're going to keep their data, and it should be very easier for them to unsubscribe as well. And we'll talk about that the entire part, how to create your subject line, body, and then giving these options later. Next, and this is section 2, understanding how you're going to optimize and automate your entire performance. So to do that, I follow a very simple technique which is quite helpful. You need to categorize, and this is basically, if you see, everyone do, right? I do, and you might be doing it, and this is what people do a lot. They categorize their email into two categories. First, it will be personal. Second, it will be commercial. And you need to be part of personal. So every email you will be sending, anything which you will be sending, your goal is to become part of their P group, that is personal group. Now, what is this? I'll explain you. So personal group, first of all, always get opened. They'll not ignore. But your commercial group, that is C group, will always get ignored. And the reason is very simple. So anytime when you send something where you'll be putting a lot of promotional languages, these email will always get ignored. If you have something, the logo is bit corporate, it looks like corporate, the email is designed very well, that will always get ignored because people don't like to be get sold. Uh, and if again the email is quite simple, you are seeing that they are offering certain thing, you're going to ignore them. I'll give you one example by the way. So if I open my email and I'll directly go to promotions, for instance, I can see that these email, they are not in my inbox by the way, they are directly into promotions box. Uh, so for instance, this one, it clearly I can see that they are talking about take advantage of their premium features and by doing this. So I'm not going to open this email because I'm not seeing any value in the headline itself. And to get into primary, you need to follow certain techniques. So for instance, uh, anything which has personal touch or authenticity, I'm going to open that email. If they are starting the email with certain conversational subject lines, I'm going to open. If I'm getting certain familiarity in that email box, the sender name, I'm going to open that. So the goal for you should be to get into P group, and how you'll do that, we are going to see again in the later part of this video. When you scroll down, and this is where you need to focus, subject line optimization. This is the entire framework where you need to put your attention a lot. And once you watch the entire video, you will see how to get these both documents, which will be in the description by the way. So what are high performance characteristics of any subject lines? So your length will be always around 1 to 20 characters. And this is where I've seen around 20% of open rate. And whenever you see that your characters are getting above 1 or 20 characters, I mean 1 to 20 characters, you'll be seeing that open rate is getting dropped. And you can see around 13.8% of open rate. So make sure that you are following at least not more than 20 characters, making sure that you are putting only 20 characters, and you will able to see a higher open rate. And in terms of sentences which you are going to put, that should not be any title case or all caps. These whenever you're putting your email, especially the subject line in all caps, that will directly go into spam. Punctuation minimal to none. Don't try to put a lot of punctuation, and the word count should be at least 4 to 5, and that is the maximum. Now, the strategy here is you should be questioning and creating the gap. And the strategy here is that you are going to create curiosity. And the strategy here is that you are going to ask some kind of questions, or you are going to uh, create some kind of curiosity, because that is the entire gap and you want to fill that gap. Next is in terms of proven subject headline, the template. It can be your starting with hey and their name and then certain things, and you can use AI tool to test when you follow this entire framework. And you can ask you, or you can start directly with quick question about certain topic which you want to discuss, and then something like this is embarrassing to understand, 2 minutes of your time, or told me about you, right? Anything where you are trying to grab their attention, especially in the subject line, uh, and you're making sure that you're not becoming too salesy, but at the same time you are putting all kinds of persuasive words. Now, in terms of your send time optimization, you will be using this exact timing. If you follow any time, you will not able to get any result. So these are like couple of best time. Monday, never send email on Monday, because most of the time people are busy. They're not even going to open their inbox. I personally send, so I don't open my inbox. And if I open, I'm only going to open the work inbox, not the personal inbox. So you should be focusing on Tuesday, and on Tuesday 10 a.m. Thursday 8 p.m., because if people are tired at the end of that day, they are going to see in the evening. Wednesday 2 p.m. And if you're following one more timing on Tuesday, you can put 6 a.m. And then Thursday one more, again if you are trying to send multiple email, put 10 a.m. So these are the timeline which I am going to put in the description so that you'll be able to follow. After that, A and B testing send time. So whenever you are sending email, try to send in two different segmentation. So in first segment, that is your A list, put the email where they have given you the consent, or where they have subscribed to your content. Second segment you can create of people uh, with the different timing. So the A and B testing can be again divided into either with the list of people who have subscribed to you, or people subscribe to your email from different channels, or it can be based on timing. So one email I can send at, let's say, 10 a.m. on Tuesday, and the other email I can send at 8 p.m. So I can divide the list, both list A and list B, and see which email is performing in terms of your A and B testing. Now, this is the entire marketing automation and workflows which you are going to follow. Now, in terms of technicalities, I'll share one more video, and if you want to know how you will able to automate your email campaign as per your marketing strategy, whether you are doing it for any startup or your personal brand, comment automation, and I'll share the entire technical aspect basically of email marketing, how you're going to automate the email. So this is the welcome series, which you're going to not focus. Uh, so once they subscribe to your email, you're going to send them the confirmation, and that will be your, first impression. So try to add a lot of value. Don't try to sell anything. Day two, you're going to tell about the brand story, the mission, and try to add more stories. Don't just tell the brand story and mission, but more of personal story of the founder or yourself if you're trying to do it with your own brand. Day 5, best resources and entire compilation. Day 8, social proof and testimonials. And then at the end, on day 14, you'll be giving them a clear CTA that this is where they need to do the purchase. So if you see, what you're doing is here, you are creating the entire journey. so that they can build a trust with you. So you're trying to gain that trust currency over the time. In terms of B2B sequence, B2B focus, you will be putting the problem awareness kind of educational content, and then solution education, you'll be giving them case studies and all the comparisons. And after that, demos, offers, and consultations. And then ultimately, you'll be putting the decision supports. It can be the ROI calculators or a call where you'll able to book with them, and then you'll follow the next strategy, that is you're closing the entire call. And when we talk about the conversion and revenue, we are going to follow the same exact sequence which I have just showed you. Subject line with pre-header, create irresistible curiosity that compels the recipients to open, and that is how you'll able to increase your open rates. If you putting any boring subject line, then in that case they are not going to open your email, and you'll see that people will be ignoring your emails a lot. Now these two elements work together, especially at your email, and this is your first impression. You'll be putting opening hooks, story as I told you, and then transition and CTA. And after that, this is the content strategy which you'll be following. Uh, Now, in terms of revenue optimization, how you're going to optimize the entire email for the revenue, you're going to follow the 7 email series. So first, you'll start with anticipation, teasing the upcoming launch, building that curiosity. You'll be creating a problem, identifying a specific pain points your user or audience might be facing, and then solution. And after that, proof, urgency, scarcity, and last chance. And you might have observed that every company is following a same technique or same kind of email sequence. And then just to re-engage with the email, with your audience, you will be putting email with again something like that: we miss you, what went wrong, and where you can improve if they are not opening the email, any special offer, or kind of giving them a hint that this will be their last chance. If they're not engaging with the email, you're going to remove them from the list. So if you are giving value, people are going to engage with your email a lot. The key metrics which you need to focus, and this is where I've seen a lot of people get confused. They focus on other metrics like CTR. Again, CTR is important, but you need to follow the industry wise CTR. Now, people say 3% or 5% CTR, but you need to understand the industry wise CTR. If I'm into D2C, my CTR might be different. For B2B, the CTR is different. So I've taken the engagement benchmark. The open rate, again, as per the industry, is around 20 to 25%. And CTR, again, as per the industry, 2% to 5%. Now here also I'm going to give the separate list as per the standard, of the different industry. So for every industry you'll be seeing the CTR, which will be available in the same document. Conversion rate is typical around 1 to 3%, and the unsubscribe rate is 0.5%. Now this can go up to 5% or 10% depending from industry to industry. Now this is the only, you can say, benchmark and KPIs which you need to remember: open rate, CTR, conversion rate, and unsubscribe rate. And even if people are asking you about the important KPIs which you need to explain or include in your proposal, if you are giving, you will be including these important uh, KPIs. Now, the primary revenue metrics is the revenue per email, the revenue per subscriber, list growth rate, how much your list is growing per month. It can be 5%, 10%, and what kind of strategy you are using. And the formula for each of these metrics is already given. Customer lifetime value, this is very important, the CLV. Uh, Again, the formula is given for each metric, so you'll able to follow and implement the entire revenue model with your email marketing campaign. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any doubt regarding the technical aspect of email marketing, as I said, do comment and I'll create the next series or next part of video showing you the entire email marketing journey, the technical aspect of it, how you'll be creating any email from scratch in any platform of your choice. And you'll be seeing this aspect in the next video if you comment.